Hello, everybody. Wishing you a very good evening and a very warm welcome. I am Ms. Nishita, and I'm going to be taking you through the webinar on Cambridge. This is the Cambridge Certificate and the Cambridge Diploma course. So I welcome you all, and I'll be very happy to take in your questions at the end of this webinar. So let's get started, and a warm welcome to everybody from Up Educators, right? So let's get started. We will start with just a little bit of an introduction, a few slides on Up Educators, and then I'll take you through exactly what this qualification is and all the other details that are relevant for you. Okay, so let's get started. Well, yes, there it all comes up on the screen. So academic partners, with all these organizations, our courses are also credited, or they are the certificates are given from MEPSC, which is Skill India. And I'm just going to just add everybody on mute so that we don't have any disturbances. Yeah, thank you so much. And our international partners are STEM.org and AT. So today, of course, you are here for the Cambridge course, and I'm going to be taking you through that. Just a little bit about Up Educators. We are India's leading institute, and we offer these live instructor-led courses to teachers. And what we are also out here to do is to equip the educators to teach using 21st century pedagogies, of course, AI tools. So your course is also going to be having a lot of, elements of AI and of course, digital tools. And this will overall not only enhance your teaching experience or teaching, practice, but also improve the learning experiences and outcomes of your learners. Until now, we have trained up to 25,000 educators who come from different boards. So even though you are wanting to join this course and you are, let's say, from CBSE, ICSE, State Board, the GCSE, this course will definitely benefit you because teachers who have done the course from us are from different, boards from 9,000 plus schools across 25 countries. So our courses, have been well received and very valuable to teachers around, right? We also have a very large, or rather the largest teacher community on social media with 4 lakh plus followers. So please do follow us on these platforms, YouTube, Instagram, X, Facebook, and of course, LinkedIn. And you can see all the great work that's happening. As part of this course, which is of course imparted by Cambridge, we also, scaffold that. We also kind of fortify it, I would say, by inviting expert voices. We have master classes for which also we will be sending you invites. And these are teachers, who are national teacher awardees and, over a range of subjects. So you can be sure that you will be learning not only from us, from the Cambridge mentors, but also from teachers, best practices. And these are two teachers who have won the National Teaching Awards after doing the course with us. Also, another very important way or very credible way these days we are able to find out if something is a good, place or a good institution is Google rating. And until now, we have got very good ratings. I mean, I would say excellent, 4.9 out of 5 by 2,000, actually 3,000 plus educators. Also, when you sign up with Up Educators on any of our courses, we have so many. We also conduct the International Teachers Olympiad. And overall, we have had 25,000 plus teachers who have participated in subject-wise Olympiads, which is organized. So, of course, I know that you are here for the Cambridge certificate and diploma, but as a privilege, you also get an invitation to participate in the Olympiads, which can be different categories, right? There's primary, English, science, pre-primary, math, and digital. So, this is a great way for you to showcase your best practices and pedagogy. And we also, have the good privilege of having seen all those lesson plans and, all these things. Now, these are also covered in the media. So from Z News to Hindustan Time, talks, covers these teachers. So again, great opportunity. And also, I would completely encourage you to participate using the best practices, right? Another really exciting thing that you will get access to when you join our course will be the Up Educators. First, we are the first one to introduce India's first AI platform for educators. Now, there are a lot of AI platforms. There's ChatGPT, there's Google, there is Grok, there is Gamma, but this is specifically curated for empowering Indian educators to teach smarter using AI. So you will also be getting access to this website. It's of course free. We don't have to pay anything extra, and you get 1,000 points. You can also get a lot of quick solutions from that, and you can of course use your own your choice about how you would like to utilize that. Okay, but yeah. So now one very important thing about doing the course with Up Educators is that you will have the opportunity to become also tech savvy or learn tech tools. So we've had 2,000 plus educators who have become Google and Microsoft certified educators. And yeah, that was a little bit about Up Educators. Now, before we dive into the structure of the CICTL, Cambridge Certificate and Cambridge Diploma in Teaching and Learning, let's first take a moment to see who this program really is. So, if the first question you have is like, what are the prerequisites or what are the qualifications that you require to join this course? Let me take you through that, right? So it's very important that you are an experienced teacher. And when I mean experience, it could be that you're teaching in a school or online, or even if you have a tuition center or you're a tuition teacher, you should have a cohort, that means a group of about 6 to 8 learners, right? It's also, you can also qualify if you're a CBSC or ICSC or a state board teacher. If you are teaching in an international school is also fine. You don't have to be only from a Cambridge school. In case you are worried about that, let me just reassure you. Also, if you're a school leader or an academic coordinator, okay, even if you are a new educator, you've just started to teach, but you have classroom access. That means you have a student body, right? If you're a curriculum designer and academic head, if you are a teacher trainer, or you will be teaching teachers, right? Or you are educator planning to teach abroad, you can apply for this course. Okay. So let's look at these powerful headlines. So we know that these days, not these days, always schooling, education is a very, very important thing, right? And we all know that all countries everywhere across the world are looking at having the best education system, right? So very interesting that currently India is now the second largest host of international schools as parents seek to future proof their kids' education, right? So, you know that these days there are schools opening everywhere. All the parents want their children to be prepared for the future. They want to put them into international schools, right? So, at this point, if you have to look at the number of international schools opening every year, there are 140 plus international schools opening. And this is not something I am saying. This is, from the Economic Times that we are drawing this data that we know, right? So obviously, you can see that India is now becoming a hub for international schools, right? And what's even more important is that there's a lot of global network. That means there's a lot of, also that we are becoming part of the global world. We're not anymore alone, right? So currently, and if you look at Cambridge schools, there are over 10,000 Cambridge schools operating in more than 160 countries around the world, right? So when you do this course, of course, you will equip yourself to teach in an international school. But if you plan to teach in a Cambridge school, you can teach anywhere in the world, right? So this qualification will also enable you to be, a teacher that can teach if she chooses in a Cambridge school or in a CBSE school. But this network is very, very big of Cambridge schools. Okay. So what does this mean for teachers, right? If parents are spending so much more on education, there are so many international schools opening. India is part of the network. There are 160 schools all over India. So obviously, from the point of view of teachers and parents are looking for teachers who are qualified, right? So what does that mean for teachers? Let's Think about it. Okay. So obviously, as a teacher, because of this new market, this new schools opening, parents spending a lot, there are a lot of opportunities in international schools, right? So when you do this qualification, you have the opportunity to teach in international schools. Okay. Also, schools are offering a much better salary. We know that compared to local institutions, salaries can be close to 20 to 100% higher depending on location. So, of course, if you're in a first tier city, right, like you're in a place like Bombay, Delhi, maybe Bangalore, the fees, the salaries are a lot more. If you are in second tier, third tier, it can be a little, but it's much higher than local schools, right? So, even newspapers like Times of India, they talk about how international schools are bringing a fat pay package and you're capable of doing that, right? But very important, just like you think you'll get a better salary, parents are also checking before putting their children in school. They're checking if the teachers are qualified. Do they have a certification? Do they have, I know that earlier it was B.Ed, but now they're looking at, do they have a M.Ed? Do they have a Cambridge diploma? Do they have a Cambridge certificate? That's becoming very important. Okay. The other thing is when you work in international schools, because they have a structured schedule, right? The advantage of working in an international school is that they also have reasonable working hours, right? They have a small student to teacher ratio. It could be a 10 is to 1 ratio, or it could be a 12 is to 1 ratio, right? So often in an international school, the advantage is that there is a smaller class size because they are promising personalized teaching. So obviously, it's a little less stressful for teachers. Okay. Also, in international schools, the advantage if you get a job there is that you get more professional support from teaching assistants, coordinators, planners, right? All of that. And of course, in international schools, they do give you breaks. They have very, deep focus on wellness policies and professional development support. Okay. Also, once you do this course, right, you have the opportunity to move abroad as a teacher. Okay. So a lot of schools and recruiters are looking for teachers who have this Cambridge qualification. So let's say a lot of countries like UAE, right? Singapore, UK, Malaysia, Australia, even though if you teach in a CBSE school there or any school, but if you have the Cambridge qualification, the AI is looking at people who have maximum qualification, and this opens doors to schools all over. Okay. And also schools, even though they may have, like I was mentioning, a CBSE school in, let's say, Dubai or Qatar or Doha, just example, they prioritize Cambridge trained teachers. Okay. So this is a very, very good qualification. I think you already know that because it's recognized by international recruiters and job platforms. Okay. Yeah. Also now, once you do this course, apart from teaching in India or working in a school or improving your career prospects and salary prospects or working abroad, you can also become an online educator because there are so many platforms that are just online teaching, right? So you know that at this point in the world, there are 2 million IGCSE students. Okay, that's a big number. So this is a great opportunity for you to deliver online lessons as well if you do this degree. Okay. Now the good news is that teachers who have done their Cambridge certification or Indian Cambridge certified teachers, they stand out, right? Because we have the advantage that in India, normally English is our first language, at least in schooling. It's also cost effective. Teachers, and we know that when they recruit teachers from India, whether it's online or they get a better, I mean, they are more cost effective. And undoubtedly, Indian teachers have very strong subject expertise. Okay. So, how can you become an internationally qualified teacher, which parents are looking for? Because, like I said, parents are not willing to pay so much of fees in an international school just for nothing. They want qualified educators, right? So, what we'll be doing today is we'll be gaining insight into the role of an international educator, right? You have to also enroll in relevant certification programs and program development courses. You have to, for you to become an international qualified teacher, you must showcase a strong teaching portfolio. And this Cambridge course gets you to, the assignments are actually a portfolio. Okay. And of course, if you wanted to become an international teacher, you have to explore global job portals and opportunities, right? So it's of course qualification, but along with that, you also have to make the effort to be doing that. Okay. So today I'm going to be taking you through these Cambridge international qualifications and I will be talking to you about it. Okay. Yeah. Now, what is this program? You're going to say, like, Miss Nishita, what is this program, right? So, first of all, this is a very prestigious, Cambridge is a very prestigious university. Okay. It is globally recognized. Okay. What does this qualification do? It strengthens your professional skills, teaching skills, right? And what it does is, because it is application based learning, whatever you learn today in the class, you will go next day and apply it with your students. That's the way the course is made. It's application based, so it will empower you to transform your classroom practice, right? And all the content, all the material, all everything that we share is research backed and real world application, right? So this is a approach which is a very modern 21st century approach, innovative approach, which emphasizes active learning, reflective teaching, and continuous improvements. And it will help you and equip you and guide you to create dynamic student centered environment. So it's a really good qualification. You really learn a lot in it and you really will end up benefiting your students, and you will feel the difference in your practice, which is important. Okay. Yeah. So this qualification, it's called Cambridge Professional Development Qualification. This is a PDQ. Okay. So if you go to the website, it's known as the Cambridge PDQ. That means it's a professional development course, a qualification, right? That's what it is. And apart from building your teaching practice, which is called pedagogy, you will also be building your personality, right? With by being more confident, responsible, reflective, innovative. And I'll explain to you what exactly. Okay. So how does this support you? Of course, it will support you to know more about educational policies or philosophies and all of that. But it will also help you to become a more responsible educator, right? Because in this process of you doing this course, you will learn about what's the true meaning of having an ethical approach. Whether you're writing an essay, whether you're quoting somebody, how should you become ethical, right? This course also, for every assignment you do, every task you do, every course class you attend, you become focused on your learner. So become a very responsive teacher. Not only responsible, you also become responsive, right? This course will also give you a lot of tools, strategies for instructional planning, lesson planning, curriculum designing, right? So what are the best frameworks to be using, right? This will also help you to make sure that you become a very reflective teacher. That means जब आप कुछ करते हो, so we think about it, right? We make a self-assessment. Did it go well? What could I have done better? How could I have improved my lesson? And this has a lot of reflection built into the plan. Like everything you do, you have to reflect on it, right? And when we talk about action research, it does not mean going and doing an experiment in another school. It means improving your practice and being doing research on your own self and applying. That's called action research. Action research is not on somebody else, it is on your practice, right? And it also helps you to become innovative by using technology and creative pedagogy. Okay. So what will happen overall when you do this course? The engagement in your classroom, right, will increase, and you will also have the opportunity of collaborating and professional growth. So you will, like, our cohorts have a lot of students, right? Teachers from all schools, different countries. So you will also form that network. You become part of like a community, right? The Cambridge teachers community. Okay. So let's talk about what are the benefits of this qualification. Okay. Because it is recognized across the world, like I mentioned to you, you will also, the benefit for you that you will learn innovative teaching practice. You will definitely have better career growth opportunities. You will learn, you will know what high academic standards are and plan your lesson accordingly. You will also through this benefit that even though this is a Cambridge, I mean, it's imparted by Cambridge, but the best practices can be adapted. So it's flexible. If you're working in a CBSE school, great, you can apply them. You're working in an ICSE school, great, you can apply it. You're working in a state board school, great, you can apply it, right? Because this is not about Cambridge, it is about best practices, global teaching perspective. So you will benefit anywhere, whichever you're teaching fifth standard, you're teaching 12th standard, you're teaching kindergarten, it will benefit you all in every. Okay. So what are the benefits of, so now you will say, ma'am, but I'm a CBSE teacher, mera kya fayda? What will it help me, right? So I'm going to talk to you break it up for you that how will this Cambridge qualification help you if you are, let's say, a CBSE or ICSE or state board teacher, right? So I know that CBSE, ICSE state boards are also very progressive, right? But you will learn more global pedagogies, right? You will move away from traditional teaching to global teaching, right? This will also strengthen your classroom practices because you will learn techniques like active learning, how to plan assessment for learning, okay? And now NEP, a lot of schools that focus on any national education policy, this will also teach you how to plan activity-based and experiential learning. CBSE focuses a lot on that, right? This also aligns with CBSE's focus on holistic education and subject competencies, right? And in case you are a CBSE teacher, this will help you if you want to teach abroad, like in hybrid or international roles, okay? And of course, in case you want to move to an international school or leadership, this will help you a lot, okay? Yeah. Now, let's see, in case you are teaching, you are a Cambridge board teacher, and you say, I'm doing this qualification, how will this help me? I'm already teaching in a Cambridge school. Okay. So, what will it happen? It will deepen your understanding of the Cambridge learner and teacher attributes, right? So, in Cambridge, of course, there's curriculum, but they also focus a lot on building this personality of the teacher and mapping it to the student, right? This will also enhance the ability to design assessments in line. So your assessment, lesson planning, curriculum goals will become very strong. And you will be able to apply, very effective techniques in lesson planning, differentiation, which is planning for different levels, and giving very relevant and effective feedback. And of course, if you want to move jobs between Cambridge schools, it will facilitate not only promotion within the organization, but if you want to move somewhere else, there's a big demand for Cambridge courses and Cambridge schools. Of course, you want Cambridge certified teachers in a Cambridge school, naturally. Okay. Now, how will this benefit teachers who are working with an IB board? So if any of you are working for the IB board, International Baccalaureate, PYP, primary years, middle years, or all of that, this will deepen your understanding of teaching methodologies. So it will give you best practices, right? Since international schools focused very deeply on learner-centered approaches, this will help you to do that. This will also support you to implement the curriculum and it will enhance your assessment skills. Professional reflection and collaboration is also a very important thing in international schools. So this will promote that. And because we are also going to be teaching you technology and AI tools, you will be able to improve your ICT integration and it will boost your career development. Any growth, any teaching, any course always benefits you. You become a lifelong learner, you learn so many things. Okay. So now that you understood, depending whether you're a CBSE teacher or ICSE or IB or a state board of Cambridge, this course is beneficial for everybody. You don't have to be only a Cambridge teacher. Okay. So please be reassured about that. Now I'm going to move on to the second part of this, which is understanding the curriculum. So now that you say, okay, I think I know this course is going to benefit me. What is the curriculum of this course? Okay. So in this course, we have two parts. Okay. One is the certificate part, and the second part is the diploma part. Okay. So in the certificate, if you are going to be pursuing only the CICTL certificate, you will be doing only module one. Okay. And I'll break up the module for you. But if you want to be doing the diploma, you have to do 1, 2, and 3. Right? You have to do all 3. So for diploma, you need to do all 3. And for certificate, you just need to do module 1. Okay. So that's just for you to understand. And now I will take you further down. Okay. CICTL is only module 1 and CI DTL is, of course, module 1 you need to complete as well as 2 and 3. Okay, so now how is this broken up? Like you say, ma'am, what am I supposed to do? This is certificate. Okay, again, I'm reinforcing this is certificate, right? In the certificate, basically, we have total 150 hours that you have to be that learning will happen. Okay. Now, out of that, 50 hours is going to be GL, guided learning. Okay. That means there'll be online classes, like now we are having an online session, activities, right? That includes the PL. PL is the program leader talking to the candidate. So this is all the online interactions, the sessions, and all this is held online. This is held in the evening, right? This is held twice a week, usually on a Thursday and a Tuesday and a Thursday, could be thrice a week, depending on the schedule, right? Then there is WB, work-based learning. Okay. So out of the 150 hours, aapko sare 150 hours, you don't have to come online with me. 50 hours you have to practice in your class or online class, or right. This is the time that you will implement the learning. So I am not going to be there, you will be there yourself. Okay. And then the ICL is individual and collaborative learning. The next 50 hours you will be doing working independently, collaboratively in group learning, and this could be reading something, working on an assignment, right? So it's not a very heavy course. Only 50 hours you will be spending with online with us. Rest of the time is in the classroom or in reading collaboration. Okay, so that is how the time that you will spend in having classes with us. Okay. Now let's look at the difference between what will you do in CICTL certificate and CIDDL. So the CICTL, the certificate course is for 4 months. Okay, right? And in this, what are you going to be learning? You're going to be learning these four main things. You will be understanding the core principles of teaching and learning. You will be improving your daily classroom practice using reflective teaching. You will develop skills in lesson planning and student engagement, and you will gain a internationally recognized certificate. Okay. Now, if you want to do your diploma, so you have to continue to do this course, right? And in this part, which is another 8 months, so totally it's 4 plus 8 months. Okay, total to complete to get a diploma, 12 months. Okay. What are you going to learn in that? You're going to deepen your expertise in curriculum design. So this is all about applying the practices, the first part. In this, you will get further into curriculum design. Okay. If you're a coordinator, you're a senior teacher, you can help the entire school in improving learning outcomes. You can also lead improvements in teaching and learning practices. You can take up mentorship roles or leadership roles, and you can apply these strategies to raise student achievement. Okay, so you can see that in terms of the structure, this is how it is. 4 months is really about you understanding principles of teaching and learning, using it in your classroom, developing the skills, and making sure that the students are engaged. So this is the part and the second part, right? Now let's see, what does the qualification structure look like, right? Like I mentioned to you that in certificate, you only have to do module 1. Okay. And in module 1, you will be exploring teaching and learning. Okay. So as I explained to you, you will understand the principles of learning, apply them to your own practice, talk about your own through an essay, your own personal theory, design learning activities that focus on active learning and teaching. So this is designing, but you're not only designing, you will use approaches and you will apply it in your classroom. So CICTL, the certificate, is about applying these good ideas in your classroom and reflecting on them, evaluating your own practice, and also a lot of support will be from us and from your colleagues in module 1. Okay. So in module 1, you have 3 units, unit 1, unit 2, and unit 3. Okay. And you can see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. What is all that? These are your LOs, learning objectives, right? Learning objectives. So we will be breaking up each of these units into these core conceptual ideas that you need to learn. Okay. So in unit 1, you will be learning A, B, C, D. These 4 core ideas around which there will be the assignments which will be mapped to it, right? Unit 2 is about teaching an effective lesson. So in this, you are going to be actually planning a lesson using these active learning strategies, assessing the lesson with lots of formative and summative, and evaluating the lesson, right? And in unit 3, you will be teaching effective lessons and planning, teaching, and assessing, right? And also evaluating. So you can see that in module 1, there is right from your concept of learning A, right? To you move all the way to evaluating your lessons and self-reflect. You can see you're moving from all these things to planning a lesson, teaching a lesson, assessing a lesson. There's a lot of growth happening through module 1 itself. That's really a beautiful part of it. Okay. And in you, and then we have something called as, you say, ma'am, Miss Nishita, what kind of assignments do I have to do in CICTL? We're still talking about certificate, okay? We have not move to diploma, okay? So you have to come up, or you have to submit these assignments. Unit 1, you will be having an observation visit form and a lesson plan along with others, right? Unit 2, these are evidence of practice, what you are doing. Unit 2, you have to plan a lesson and you have to get somebody to observe you. Unit 3, you have to plan a lesson and you have to get somebody to observe you and maintain a teaching log, right? So in for the certificate, module 1, there is quite a lot of evidence of practice that you have to put up, right? And now let's understand what will happen in the diploma in teaching and learning. Okay. So in CIDTL, right? You will be you will finish that one and you have to do module 2 and 3. Okay. So as I had shared with you the learning objectives, right? In the diploma, I'm just going to let that, right? In the diploma, for the diploma, you need to finish the module 1 and you have to do module 2 and 3. Okay. What are you going to do in module 2 and 3? You're going to apply the theories and strategies in your teaching. You're going to plan and deliver effective lessons. You're going to use observation, feedback, and reflection. You're going to evaluate the impact. Okay. And in module 3, what do you have to do? Deepen your understanding of teaching. Investigate an area of your practice through a practitioner's inquiry. Okay. That means you are going to say, okay, you know what? I think I need to use more differentiation strategies. Then you have to implement those changes and based on the findings and develop as a reflective and research informed practitioner. So you can see that this whole Cambridge course is not only about teaching using good practices, it's also reflecting on yourself and improving. That's action research. Okay, that's really what the whole thing is. Okay, so obviously, when we talk about diploma, diploma will also have learning objectives, just like certificate did. That was A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, right? Now you can see M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, right? So you can see that how beautifully the course is broken up into lesson objectives. You know what, in module 1, you are doing up to N. In module 2, you're doing M, N, O, P, Q, R, right? So they will be doing all this, right? So this course is very beautifully, very methodically structured. You will not get confused. It's not difficult. It's very, very methodical. Okay. And you can see that through the modules, you're getting into more and more higher order thinking, evaluating, right? Justifying, critically analyzing for the critic. So we all know higher HOTS, right? All of you know higher order thinking skills, right? So in module 1, you're just applying it. But in module 2 and 3, you are getting to higher order. You're looking at your practice from a point of view of being a lot more insightful. Okay. Yeah. Also in module 2 and module 3, you have to also submit assignments, just like module 1, right? You have to submit for module 2 scheme of learning form, lesson plan, first observe lesson plan, observer feedback form, lesson plan form, second observe lesson, observer feedback form, learning activity form, formative assessment. Okay. So Please don't get overwhelmed. There is enough time. You have gaps. We will support you through the learning journey. So don't think, oh my God, I have to do so much. This is happening, remember, 4 months and 8 months, 12 months. We're doing this one by one. It happens very gradually, very slowly, and you will have enough time. And you have the support from the mentors, right? And module 3, you will be having lesson plan forms. And for everything, Cambridge gives you a template, exemplar. आपको सब चीज के लिए एग्जाम्पल होगा. So don't worry that, oh my God, this seems like too much. This is a very methodical way of going about it, right? So you will be doing you will be submitting all these. These are your evidences. This is your portfolio, right? That's why I said this course is also going to equip you with the portfolio. This is your portfolio. Okay. So each module and unit in the CICTL and CIDTL journal it's like a small learning journey. And I told you learning objectives, right? What you are expected to learn or be able to do. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, all the way to X. We will be breaking up the course according to the LOs, learning outcomes. Okay. And also from the point of view of students, to help you focus, you will be getting a lot of resources from Cambridge. You will be having access to their website. You'll be getting a student login ID, right? And you will also get some key questions, right? I'm going to take you. These are the questions in each unit, right? How the learning is going to be focused. They are like reflection questions, right? And this will help you also to understand what is to be done. Okay, so I'm just going to click on that particular link, and it's a hyperlink. So I'm just going to get to that. Just give me a moment to hop into that particular window, and it's just coming up. Okay, there we are, right? You can see that up on your screen, everybody. Yeah, I see you can see that. Yeah. Okay, so these kind of documents where the LOs, the learning objectives are mentioned, will be shared with you. Okay, so module 1, which is certificate, this is about understanding the principles. Sorry, it's not moving too much. Yeah, so you will be having access to these kind of documents. Okay, you can see it's a lot of resources are all going to be shared with you. So please don't worry about all of that. But this will help you as like you will get a lot of resources. You will have reference materials. So this will help you to understand the topics better and to also get deeper into it. Okay. So obviously, as part of your assignments, you will be asked to show two things. One will be evidence of learning. This will be the lesson plans or a real classroom, and evidence of reflection. So the beautiful thing about this course is that each time you impart a lesson and apply the strategies, you have to you have to reflect on your teaching. You have to reflect with a mentor. And that's the beautiful part about this course is that you're not alone. You're not doing the lesson and it's over. Somebody, either it's your senior teacher from your school or it could be one of us who looks at your recordings, will be giving you inputs. And based on that, you will write your evidence of reflection. What worked in the lesson, what didn't, what you will improve. So improvement, it's the key word in this course. It's reflection. Okay. And of course, Cambridge has assessment criteria, checklist your submission is marked against. So you know exactly what you're looking for. Okay. Now you will ask that, ma'am, okay, this looks like you have so much of assignments for us. We have portfolio to create. How are each module assessed? Okay. So what happens is that you will be given an access once you sign up for the course to Cambridge. Okay. And you have to submit all your assignments as an e-portfolio online. And this submission, although we will be looking at it, we will be supporting you and getting you to refine it. This will be actually made. This submission will be made to the Cambridge International Examiners using the PDQ Connect and online platform. Okay, so submissions must include the Cambridge PDQ forms provided by the program leader. Okay, that's very important. We'll be sharing all these resources. Please don't worry about it. All this will be submitted online. Okay, yeah. And also what we recommend is along with all these assignments which will be submitted, you should maintain a reflective journal. Okay, so that while you're doing the course and attending our online sessions, you must We can capture your thoughts and strategies. You can track how you have improved your teaching. So this is your own journal to keep. I'm not I'm not coming to your house to check on it, but we have tools like Padlet on which you will be putting your reflection. So while you are learning, while you are finding out something new or learning something new, you'll also be maintaining a reflective journal. Okay. Yeah. Now let me introduce you now that I have given you the structure of the course. I know that it's a lot of information, but just for you to understand, this is a very structured course. It's broken up into learning lesson object or learning objectives. It's module wise, unit wise. So please don't worry. You will have enough time to be doing everything step by step. Okay. Now you'll be very curious to know who's our program leader, who are the mentors for this program. Okay. Yeah. So let me take you into those slides. This is Miss Manju Borkar. She has been, principal and a director in national and international schools. She is our program leader, Miss Manju Borkar. She's also very, very kind of qualified technology teacher. She's a Google certified trainer, Microsoft, Nearpod. She's also an NLP master practitioner and a mindfulness coach. She's a life coach, leadership coach, soft skills trainer, Wakelet ambassador, robotics trainer, coding, and an innovative teaching practice. So Miss Manju also teaches on a lot of our courses that we impart at Up Educators. Now let's look at, so she's a program leader. Miss Manju is a program leader. Let's look at mentors for the program. Okay. So this is Miss Mary. She is also one of our faculties and she's a very senior teacher with 20 years of national and international experience, work in international schools. She herself has conducted about 150 plus PD, professional development sessions for teachers, 4,000 plus teachers across IB, IGCSE, CBSE, ICSE boards. And in her qualifications or roles, she has been an academic head, program leader, and faculty for Cambridge diploma, and also program coordinator and associate faculty for postgraduate diploma from the Birmingham University as at Indus Itari, Bangalore. Okay, so that's me. I'm Miss Nishita Israni, and I myself been an administrator and ex-vice principal. I've also been a teacher, trainer, and mentor at Itari, Bangalore. And I'm a Google certified educator as well as been a curriculum program leader for primary schools and have worked extensively in international and Cambridge schools. I have a bachelor's in commerce from Delhi University and have done my teaching degree from Singapore, as well as my postgraduate diploma from the University of Bath, UK, and I have many other such teaching qualifications. This is Miss Arti. She is also one of our mentors. She is a math facilitator, trainer, and curriculum designer. She's herself been experienced in teaching primary and middle school mathematics. She was a former head of the math department and is very skilled in curriculum development, innovative teaching, and student centered learning. So she's also a very qualified, certified trainer in digital tools, Cambridge CICTL certified educator, and she's an expert in technology integration and digital teaching, and very experienced in teacher training. So you can see that you have a fantastic mentor base that's going to be teaching you on this course. And of course, in this course, you'll be learning the best practices of innovative teaching, right? And as I mentioned to you, you will be having the Olympiads. We will be inviting you. And we also have, a library of a lot of these, just see that works up, because we have access to all these resources from Cambridge and also from the Olympiad. So we also have a library of all these videos, which we'll be sharing as part of best practices. This is what the qualification looks like. So when you complete the certification, the certificate, this you will be awarded a certificate from Cambridge. And this mentions that, this also mentions your grade and the module, right? This is certificate qualification. They also share, a form like that, statement of results. So you get a very official letter and a qualification from Cambridge, right? Of course, a little bit about this course is that, the training highlights is that you will be having expert mentors. You will also be getting trained in innovative and digital tools. You also have the advantage of this course doing it with up educators is that you will have comprehensive training. So complete guidance on Cambridge qualification and teaching strategies. And like I mentioned, we will be inviting you for the master classes by the top educators, and we will be sending those invites to you. And when you do the course with us, along with a Cambridge qualification, you will also be getting a digital and AI edge, okay, which is very important for the modern classroom. Okay, yeah. So let me give you the details. I'm sure you will be very curious to know what the details are. The certificate course is a 4-month live course. Okay, that means just like today we are having an online class, we will be having these twice a week, like I mentioned to you, 2 times a week. Okay, the training for these sessions will be done by a Cambridge certified trainer, Miss Aarti, Miss Mary, myself, Miss Nishita, or Miss Manju. Miss Manju is a program leader, by the way. Okay, you will be also, if you when you sign up for the certificate course, okay, I'm just clarifying again, when you sign for the certificate course, you will be getting, there'll be, of course, master classes. You'll be getting an additional certificate on Google Certified Educator or advanced AI. So you will have the choice if you want to do the Google course or the advanced. So this is all part of the fees. We have built it in that along with pedagogy, Cambridge qualification, you can also do Google certified educator or you can choose that, right? And the fees for this course is 46,900 plus GST. Okay, 46,900 plus GST. This includes the exam fee, and then another 7,900, which is the cost of a Google course, is also included. Okay, so this is what you're getting. If you decide to do the diploma course, okay, once again, that was certificate. This is a 12-month course. Okay, and this also is held twice a week. Okay, again, the training is by Cambridge certified trainers like Miss Mary, Miss Aarti, myself, right? We will also be inviting you for additional master classes, and we'll be sending the invite for you to attend it, right? Now, in the diploma, you will get to do both. You will get an additional certificate in Google Certified Educator and AI. Okay, so you will get to do 2 courses. And the fees for this is 99,900 plus the GST. Okay, and this includes the Google certified and advanced course. So actually, you are getting all of it as a package, right? So this is, of course, a special offer that we are, giving you. Now, I just want to share a few pictures of our first cohort. These were the sessions, and you can see that, we had quite a big cohort and lots of good learning. These were some of the snapshots of our training highlights. This was a session by Miss Mary on academic writing, and this was a session on metacognition by me, Miss Nishita. So just this is how we have all of these. Again, we also have during the training sessions, the online session, we also create breakout rooms so you get to interact with your peers, and you can see that these are people from all over, India and also the world. And also, we also have mentor-mentee meetings. So, like I mentioned to you, when you are doing the course and you're, getting through it, we constantly meet with the mentors, and we have this meeting that happens so that you have any doubts, you need to clarify anything. We have like a kind of a schedule for that, right? So you get to see, you get a lot of support, is my point that I'm trying to make. Okay. And this is one of the feedback sessions that we had, and this is Miss Yogeshwari, and she shares her experience. Of enrichment and enlightenment after getting this course.
Every session is a learning outcome, what I can tell.
I struggled a lot was just reading the things and just writing the academics.
Initially, I was not giving lot of attentions to the one who are like slow learners kind of. Now, like I'll do little bit of scaffolding with them. As a Cambridge school mentor already, there were a lot of Cambridge strategies that I knew, but the way they were explained in such an elaborate manner on how to go about it.
The session went in a completely unique way, which made us so concrete in those concepts.
We had one-to-one feedback session.
True.
I'm like, rest assured, what we have written is been really checked. I know it's been pointed out what we are doing and what mistakes we are doing. It's been underlined. It's been noted.
Now, if there is any question on Bloom taxonomy or if there is any query on Bloom taxonomy, I am able to solve to my team in the school.
Way you teach, the way, like initially, what my thought was, if you are good in some subject, anyways, you can teach that, but it's not like that. There are some strategies.
Instead of jumping into conclusion, I've slowed down and tried to find why what is there in me that causing all this.
This kind of confidence is provided by your sessions. Support that you have provided is quite commendable.
This reflection point came, that is self-reflection. That is where I can know myself, where I'm standing. So at the end of the class, I was able to evaluate myself. I think, that was something, a turning point of reflection.
Metacognition is how to really incorporate it.
This is what I'm doing, and I can apply this theory over here.
Everything I do, first thought that comes to me is reflection.
Stick with the session. It's something, a key takeaway from that.
Right. So these are the feedbacks from all the cohort that we had
Of enrichment.
about how this helped them. So this cohort, of course, now today the date is what is the date today? Today is the 29th of July, right? So this cohort, next cohort will be starting in August. So please, do sign up for this course. Now, this offer that we are offering is for 48 hours, and in the chat window right now, I have shared with you the coupon code. So this offer that you will be getting for the certificate and also for the diploma is going to be only for 48 hours, and you can book your slot for this course at this rate, including all the for the people who are doing the diploma. You will be getting the Google certified course and the AI as well as the Cambridge for 99,900 plus GST. And if you want to book a slot for this course, you just have to pay 10,000 advance to book this offer. Okay. So once again, I'm sharing this with you in the chat window. Please click on the link. And of course, if you have any questions, I'm very happy to take them up. But once again, this is a really, really good course. The fact that you will be learning AI tools and Google certified. In the certificate, you can choose one of the two, but in diploma, you get to do all three things. You get to do the Cambridge certificate course, you get to do the Google, and you get to do the AI. So it's a huge advantage. You're most welcome to ask me any questions. I'm just going to take 2 minutes more of your time to explain to you what are the other popular courses that we have at Up Educators. So I just took you through the CICTL and the CIDTL as I just took you through that, right? We also conduct the Google Certified Educator course that anyway it is part of your course, but this is also a standalone course. We also have a course that is Google Certified Trainer, Microsoft Certified Educator, a separate course that we conduct for 5 weeks. Online teaching course with Google certification, we do that. Innovative teaching practices course, we conduct that as well. That's for 2 months. We also conduct the NTT or ECC course, Nursery Teachers Training, in case any of you was interested to, take part in that. We have a course called Advanced AI for Educator course for 5 weeks. STEM robotics for 10 weeks, certified STEM teacher for 10 weeks, digital marketing, which can be very useful for people who are educators, coaching center owners for 4 weeks, a coding and AI course for educators, an instructional design course for 6 weeks. And of course, if you require any more details, you can visit our website, www.upeducators.com. And I'm just going to take you there. But if you have any questions, you have any queries, if you would like to connect, with me also, you can share your number on a direct chat window if you have any more questions. But please feel free to ask me any questions. If you have any doubts, please do that. While I'm just now opening the Up Educators website to just show you what are the courses that we offer. Okay, www.upeducators.com. But yeah, happy to take any questions, any doubts that you have. Yes, Miss Rudri, please do share your question.
Hi. I actually was able to just join the call like 5-10 minutes back. Is it
Okay.
possible for you to share the recording so that I can just go through everything and keep myself updated? And
Yeah,
then I can make the decision about
sure.
enrolling in the course.
Yeah. So, Rudra, can I just request you that on a direct message on the chat window, if you can just share your number and I'll have somebody contact you and share the recording with you.
Yeah.
I'd be
So the
happy to
thing
do
is,
that.
chat is disabled, and hence I'm
Oh, it
unable
is.
to put a
No,
message,
no
but I
worries,
can
no
do
worries.
that.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I've opened the chat right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're most welcome. Yeah. So if you just share your number directly with me, just do a DM, direct message. I think it's definitely open now. Yeah. But if any of you have any questions, any queries, any doubts, please do ask. Once again, I am sharing the coupon code, and this is applicable for 48 hours for you to avail of the offer. After that, you will not be getting the offer. It will be the rack rate that will be the charge. And all you have to do is just once you sign up, you just have to first pay 10,000 rupees and then you can pay the rest. Yes, I see I have a question from somebody who's titled Dell. I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
get the
it's
name.
me.
Yeah, yeah,
Myself, Lakshmi.
yeah, hi.
I do teach German as a foreign language in one of the Cambridge and IB school.
Right.
So I just wanted to know the school course will be in English or is it in German itself? Like,
Yeah, it will be in English.
okay,
Yeah, the course is completely
okay,
conducted in English.
okay. One more question.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, the as you told, like there will be we have to submit some
Yes,
reflective things and everything
yes, yes.
regarding the teaching and everything.
Hmm.
So that will be like we have to ask one of our coordinators or other HODs to just to evaluate our classes or how?
Observe your lessons. Is that what
Yeah,
you're asking?
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So if you work for a Cambridge school, you can definitely ask your HODs or your senior teachers. But if you're not, and if you would like one of us, I mean, one of your mentors, we could
Huh.
also be, watching and observe. So you'll have to share the recording with us, right? Either the
Okay,
class, the online recording. We can
okay,
support you with that. We have that option available.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thanks. If there's anything else, feel free to just drop me your mobile number in a direct message online and I can contact you and we can take this further.
Sure, sure, sure. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yes. So thank you all very much for joining me, but please feel free to ask me any questions, any queries. But thank you very much for joining us for this webinar on the CICTL, CIDTL. I really look forward to having you in our classrooms, and I'm very excited for you to be doing this course because it really is a very, very strong course that will refine your teaching practices, offer you the multiple opportunities, and it's going to be a fantastic lifelong learning and professional development for you. So, yeah, wish you all a great night and thank you so much for joining us. Such a pleasure to have you all here. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Kia. Thank you so much. We'll contact you definitely. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you, Sujata. Thank you, Kia. Thank you, Farah. Thank you, Tejal. Thank you, Ashita. Thank you all very much for joining us. Have a great night. And once again, yeah, sharing the coupon code with you. If any of you have missed that, I'm once again sharing the coupon code with you. Please do click on the coupon code and you will be availing of this offer for the next 48 hours. And of course, looking forward to having you in the class. And you just have to pay a small advance of 10,000. That's of course against the fees to block the seat and get this offer, right? So please do avail of this opportunity. And I wish you all a very good night. Have a great evening and see you very soon. Thank you. Yeah. So once you click on this link and you fill in your details, a webinar certificate will come to your email. So that should happen in about 5-10 minutes. So please do fill in this form and you will also be able to get your webinar certificate. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ashita. Thank you for the question. Yes, Raki, I'm looking forward to you joining the course as well. Look forward to having you on our course.